Außerdem zeigen wir eine Retrospektive über Champion Jack Dupree anlässlich seines Todes am 21. Januar diesen Jahres. Der Beitrag besteht aus Teilen eines von ihm selbst produzierten Films, die bisher unveröffentlicht blieben.
Have you ever been down to New Orleans? You know, boy, just what I mean. All through the week they quiet as a mouse, and on Saturday night they go from house to house to the chicken shack. The chicken shack.
Well, here I am sitting in this graveyard looking around at all these thousands and thousands of people laying here as was a flower on this earth. And the world don't know that we were supposed to be flowers. We grows like flowers. The world was meant to be a bouquet, and a bouquet is color. For my friends around the world.
Seit 1974 lebte Champion Jack Dupree in Hannover. Auf seiner Visitenkarte las man Pianist of New Orleans, Louisiana, still fighting the blues. Nachdem seine Eltern 1911 vom Ku Klux Klan ermordet worden waren, kam der einjährige Jack ins Waisenhaus.
Bring my flowers while I'm living. Bring my flowers when I'm sick in bed. Bring my flowers while I'm living. Bring my flowers while I'm sick in bed. Cause you know I can't use no flowers. I can't use no flowers when I'm dead. My woman walk around my casket and she look down in my face. Just then she started to wondering, what man gonna take my place? When the hearse go rolling by my door for the very last time, people say there goes a blues singer, a man that don't mind dying.
Jack hatte bereits mit 7 Jahren von einem Pater im Waisenhaus Klavier spielen gelernt und zog am Wochenende mit einem gewissen Louis Armstrong durch die Straßen von New Orleans, um sich durch ihre Musik ein paar Cents von den Weißen zu verdienen.
Als wir in die Kapelle reinkamen und da stand der Sarg mit diesem Federschmuck, ich habe gedacht, fantastisch, genauso wie er war, und es hat wirklich genau gepasst. Die Rede war auch okay, auch nichts Übertriebenes drin. Einfach, der Jack hatte eine ganz direkte Sicht aufs Leben und auf den Tod. Es war einfach eine Sache, die natürlich war für ihn, und genauso ist es abgelaufen, und genauso natürlich ist es, dass hier jetzt Musik gemacht wird, dass der Blues weiterlebt.
Everybody moan, let's shim sham shimmy, 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 rockin' in the groove. Well, you ain't too old, you ain't too young, a whole lot of shimmy that's got to be done. When you shim sham shimmy, shim sham shimmy, shim sham shimmy, shim sham Shim, sham, shimmy, rocking all night long. Drink a whiskey and a sip of gin, a little bit of wine, just start again. Whooping and hollering and rolling boat, jumping on the floor and don't wanna go doing the shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy. Shim, sham, shimmy, rocking all night long. I had a girl and her name was Sue, a little trouble that she knows to do. But when she getting high, she feeling good. She jumped like a baby to doing the shim sham shimmy. 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 Rockin' all night long.
Also Champion hat unheimlich viel für die Hamburger, da wo wir jetzt herkommen, auch die Hamburger Musikszene und auch die Blues-Szene gerade getan. Und das war eigentlich so die Leitfigur und das Vorbild von allen Pianisten.
Well, I would like to take you people down to New Orleans a piece, to a joint they call Chicken Shack Maine. We call the young women chickens. And when they go there and get drunk, we say Chicken Shack. You understand? So now. Down to New Orleans, you know, boy, just what I mean. All through the week they quiet as a mouse, and on Saturday night they go from house to house to the chicken shack. The chicken shack, yeah, the chicken shack, right down in New Orleans. Well, the women drink whiskey, same as the men. When they get drunk, start to raise and sing, screaming and hollering and talking loud, throwing wine bottles and drawing the crowd. Drinking wine, sporty, order, pass that bottle to me.
Die Malerei war für Jack eine Quelle der Ruhe und Besinnung. Manchmal zog er sich tagelang in sein Zimmer zurück und genoss es, mit sich und der Welt alleine zu sein. Seine Bilder verarbeiten Kindheitstraum wie das brennende Elternhaus oder die Verfolgung durch den weißen Mann. Wie in seiner Musik jedoch bleibt noch viel Platz für Harmonie und Schönheit.
You see the people that came out for him, it's marvelous. Singing for him today was just saying that I love you, and it wasn't hard.
Der Blues sollte bei seiner Beisetzungsfeier den Ton angeben und jede Generation trug seinen Teil zum Weiterleben seines Erbes bei.
Well, when he was in hospital, he asked me to bring some of his paintings to the hospital, and he started to give his paintings away while he was in hospital. So then I thought that the best thing to do with so many paintings would be to distribute them to all his friends who would appreciate the paintings.
Im Laufe seines langen, erfolgreichen Musikerlebens hat Jack Dupree mit allen bedeutenden Bluesmännern gespielt. Alexis Corner, Eric Clapton, John Mayall und viel mehr hat er den unverwässerten Geist der Bier- und Whisky-Balladen vermittelt, die sein Leben in den Barrel Houses von New Orleans, Indianapolis, Chicago und New York geprägt haben. Hunderte von Plattenaufnahmen zwischen 1940 und 1991 sind Zeugnisse seiner ungebrochenen Schaffenskraft.
1930. I met Joe Louis in Detroit. I hoboed in there on the train. Me and somebody, I had nowhere to stay, and the guy asked me, did I know Joe Louis? I told him no. But he took me where Joe Louis was training to fight Max Spillane in gun. And I was, looked like God works in my way. I was the only southpaw in the fighting business. The only left-hand fighter. And I would train with them guys, and they couldn't hit me, but I could hit them. See?
Nach über 100 erfolgreichen Kämpfen im Leichtgewicht zwischen 1932 und 1940 hängte Jack das Boxen an den Nagel.
He did like the old Indians. He laid down and waited, and he died. And that was beautiful. I saw him last week, 3 days before he died. And he was sleeping most of the time, and I was there 2 days, and he only was awake 3 times. And we had a little talk, you know, but he was very quiet and very relaxed and peaceful. So I know it's good for him, because that was his wish to go now. But it leaves a big hole for me, you know. I've been with him 13 years, and it's like a third of my life, you know. And when I met him, I was very young, and he taught me everything. I mean, not only in music, but about traveling and about eating the right things and all these things you have to know as a musician, you know.
Jack hatte am Ende seines Lebens alles erreicht, was er wollte. Anerkennung und Respekt des weißen Mannes sowie den Frieden mit seiner Heimat New Orleans, wohin er nach 36 Jahren zum ersten Mal 1990 anlässlich des Blues and Heritage Festivals zurückkehrte.
Thank you, God. For these precious years you gave to me. All of my life. I've been begging the world to be free. Oh Lord, to be free. Oh, freedom with everybody. What everybody in the world needs. And it's freedom. Oh, freedom all over the world. My grandmother, she told me only 50 years ago, you must tip your hat, bow your head, everywhere you go. It don't make no difference if you white, black or brown. You want to be free and happy and be around.